Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope your day is going well so far. I look really washed out. I don't know what the deal is with the lighting. Hopefully that's not too distracting. Landon wants to hang out in here. He's just watching videos on the iPad. Say hi. 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 Okay, anyways, today's video is going to be a quick Q&A video. I say quick, but then we'll see how... He's watching Minecraft videos. He's kind of obsessed. So as I was saying, today's video is just gonna be a quick Q&A video. I say quick, but then watch it end up being longer. I'm wanting to answer as many of these questions as I can. I don't know if I'll get every single one because I think there was like 150 something comments, but then with Twitter and Facebook and Instagram all combined, there are a couple more. So yeah, I don't know what, is it this lighting? Something, I feel like it just looks really blue today. I don't know, I'm gonna keep messing with it. Okay, also just a quick side note, you're gonna be seeing this same face and shirt and necklace for the next couple videos, unless I am able to film more tomorrow. Today is, what day is today? Today's Tuesday, and I'm driving out to Houston with Keegan on Friday, and I'll be there for a week. So I'm trying to film as many videos as I can. That way when I'm gone for that week, there'll be videos to post and my channel won't just be on this like weird empty hiatus. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on to the questions. First off, thank you guys for asking and sending in all the questions. A+ for participation. That was just a weird like imaginary wave. Okay, we'll go ahead and scroll through the top and then just kind of go through from there. So the very first question, if this guy will load, come on, come on. I know a lot of the questions were kind of repeated over and over. Okay, so this one is from Chic and Fabulous. She asks, how do you like living in Florida? Okay, I like the area that I live when it comes to like safety and family and stuff like that, just because I'm so familiar with this area now. In Florida, I live in the very panhandle, basically like lower Alabama is what they call it here. We have gorgeous beaches. We have Destin, Seaside, Rosemary. All those beaches are seriously hands down, I'd say prettiest like in the United States. Our waters are amazing. The sand is gorgeous, but we have like 0 seasons here. I feel like it's like basically summer all year round. It doesn't really get cold until October, so that part frustrates me. I wish that we had actual seasons and stuff. But on another note, I'm going way too in-depth with this question. I'm a very paranoid person, and I feel like the area we live is super, super safe. So I love that, but I hate that there isn't more to do. Like, especially since I have Landon. When we were living in Orlando, there was stuff going on every weekend. There were so many things to do. We live right by Disney, but here there's just not that much to do. So that's why I'm really looking forward to moving. The next question is from L&M Co, which is my friend Jen. She says, let's start with, when will you be in Cali again? I wish I could say soon, but with the move coming up this month, basically in just a week or two, who knows? I just don't think I will be there anytime soon. I wish I could be, just because I love visiting there, but I know this move is gonna be like the end of me. I've been so stressed out lately. I feel like I've been going around with like a chicken with its head cut off. Christina Ash 13 says, what made you want to make YouTube videos? I feel like I've answered this question before, so I'm just gonna quickly summarize it. Basically, I've always been into kind of like beauty and like helping others. I'd randomly stumbled across it whenever I was pregnant. I was basically like an insomniac, so I would just stay up till like 3, 4 in the morning and I was watching videos and I was like, that looks really fun and I want to give it a try. I don't know, I think it's always fun to give other people advice and just help other people out. So yeah, and it just seemed like a fun community. Okay, this was a question that was asked over and over again. Viv_Sandoval, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names. She says, do you want more kids? I feel like this was one of the most popular questions on like all 3 platforms where I asked you guys to ask questions. When I first had Landon, honestly, I didn't think I wanted any more, just because as soon as I held Landon and I saw him, like I was so in love, and I was like, I cannot imagine ever having the ability to love anything else as much as I love him. And I guess being an only child, I just never really like understood. Keegan has a younger sister. And so when I first had Landon, I was like, I cannot imagine, like, just because babies take up so much time and the age he is now, like he'll be going to school, well, he's in pre-K, well, no, not even really. He's in like kind of a pre-K thing, but this year will be his like official pre-K year, and then the year after he goes to kindergarten. So right now Landon is 4, he has a late birthday, and babies take so much time and energy and attention, and I would never want him to have like his feelings hurt and feel like, oh, mom's ignoring me. You know, obviously I wouldn't, but I just, even for him to have his feelings hurt for like 2 seconds by me would break my heart. You okay? He's just hanging out. He's tired. He just got done with school. So yeah, that used to be my mentality, but now that Landon's older, I start to think like if anything ever happened to Keegan and I would want him to have someone else, you know, besides just grandparents and stuff. So Keegan and I have been kind of talking about it, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting baby fever recently. Like anytime I see a baby, I'm just wanting to hold it and squeeze it and cuddle it. But yeah, I think we will, just probably not anytime soon. The next question is from Tracy Bonilla. I'm so sorry guys. She says, what did you want to do as a career when you graduated high school? Did you always want to do makeup as in videos and stuff? Well, right after high school, I didn't really know anything about YouTube. I didn't discover that until later on. I always had an interest in beauty and stuff, but I didn't think I was going to do anything like that. So right after high school, I went to college. I was going for elementary education / special education. That's what I really wanted a degree in. It's just, I don't know, I just thought that would be really interesting and just to help other kids and stuff. So I really wanted to do that, but I got overwhelmed after about a year of school. And for the most part, I was doing well except for in math. Math has always been like, oh, my weak spot. So I decided I would try out cosmetology school. So I put school aside, went to cosmetology school, finished that, got my license for hair and all that kind of stuff. And then once I finished that, then I decided, no, I need to go back to school and like finish that off. So I went back to school, but didn't really end up doing either of those things full time. I did cut hair for a while, but then once I got pregnant, I think around like 7 months in, I think since I've been 7 months pregnant, I haven't had like an actual like job. I've been like a stay-at-home mommy and wife. Okay, the next question is from Des M. Brad. She asks, how did you and your husband meet? Keegan and I actually met in a college course we were taking together. I think it was like a science that we both had to take. It was either earth science or geology, something really lame like that. I think we both ended up needing like one more natural science credit, so that's where we met. I actually didn't even notice him until like my second time in that class. So I went to class the first day. I was gone for a week because I had to go to my cousin's wedding, and when I came back, my seat was taken and the only seat left in the class was the one next to Keegan. So that's where it started. Okay, moving on. A_Lee or Lay, I'm not sure, I'm sorry, _03 says, who is your favorite YouTuber besides yourself? Well, let's get real. I wasn't gonna pick myself. I've made friends with quite a few girls, so I obviously enjoy watching their channels. I don't know, I watch a lot of people. I hate to like name people and then forget, but obviously like the girls that I'm friends and close with, Melissa, love Melissa Michelle, Laura, Mrs. Lola Lynn, Lizzie, what would Lizzie do? I love Leanne Says, 11th Gorgeous, Goss Makeup Artist. That's like one person I stay like on top of all of his videos. Pixie Woo, Lisa Eldridge. There's a lot. I don't know. I feel like I watch a lot of people. Okay, send some love for all of your Saudi fans. Hey, Saudi fans, you guys are amazing. Carl620 says, what's your favorite mascara currently? I feel like my favorite mascara honestly hasn't changed. The two that I've used like non-stop for probably going on like a year, no, more than a year now, is I'll go in, I'll curl my lashes. I have really straight and stubborn lashes. I cannot speak today. So I'll go in with both mascaras. Formulas are waterproof. I use Maybelline the Rocket Mascara, and then after it sets just a tiny bit, I'll go in with the L'Oreal Shocking Extensions, once again in black and waterproof, just to get some length in there. So those two have been my favorites for a while. Erica D90 says, if you had to change your hair color to any pastel shade, what would it be? That scares me, just because thinking about like the amount of bleach I would have to put in my hair to get it to be that light. Maybe like a lavender, like a really pale lavender, but I don't think I would ever actually do it because I'm too chicken. But if I had to, that's what it would be. Okay, what's one of your favorite items from Lush? That was from Lily Loco. I love the Bath Bomb and Sex Bomb. Like that one, I wish they sold that like in a room spray formula. It smells so good. I feel like I could buy a couple of those and just leave them in my bathroom. It smells like Sex Bomb. It's so good. I don't even know what all the notes are, but it just smells amazing. The next question is from Courtney_Albert. She says, your situation on moving here to Texas and how you started YouTube. I feel like I already kind of addressed the whole YouTube thing. So Texas, my husband Keegan recently accepted a job offer in the Houston area. I know Houston's pretty big, so it's just an area in Houston, and yeah, his first day is gonna be like next week, so that's why we're driving down and house hunting. It's like so last minute and kind of scary but exciting at the same time. So yeah, we're moving to Texas because my husband just got a job there. Okay, will you have any more babies? That question was asked over and over again. Okay, what is your favorite clothing store to shop at for yourself and your husband and son? Keegan pretty much buys his clothes on his own. Like if I see something that I think would look good on him, then I'm like, hey, try this on. But he's a big boy, he takes care of that. For my clothes, I'm honestly not picky. I kind of look everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan for like discount stores like TJ Maxx, Nordstrom Rack, Marshalls, those kind of places. I feel like I find lots of good things there. Forever 21, I like for basics, but I don't know, I go on and off with Forever 21 because I feel like I'd rather spend a little bit more money and get a little bit better quality, but sometimes you can find better things there. I actually recently got 2 dresses from Shop Lately. J. Crew clearance section I love. I don't know, I'm not really picky. I kind of shop at lots of different places. For Landon, I love Old Navy's kids selection. I love Crew Cuts for Landon. A lot of his things are from Crew Cuts. There's a brand at Nordstrom that I love for little boys. It's called Tucker and Tate. I'd say a majority of Landon's clothes are either Crew Cuts, Tucker and Tate, or like lots of random graphic tees from Old Navy. What's the hardest and the best thing, or the best about making videos? The hardest part is actually sitting down and filming, not like finding the time, well that part is kind of hard, but actually like just sitting here and filming. I don't know what it is, like obviously we edit videos, but I would say a good 45 seconds to a minute of the first time I click on my camera, I still get this weird like nervous reaction. Like I'll sit here and stare at the camera and blink and be like, hey, huh, like try to say something like 50 times and it can't come out. Or I don't know, I just get nervous every time and I don't know why, because I'm sitting in here by myself. So why I get nervous, I don't know. That's like the hardest part. The best part is just all the awesome feedback from you guys, just communicating with you guys. I honestly always try to do my best to get back to all the comments, but I just love hearing from you guys. It's just like an internet friendship, but I feel like I know you guys, like real friends, you know, right? I consider you guys my friends. I don't know. Is that weird? Do you like to cook / bake? And if so, what is your favorite thing to make? I actually love cooking and baking. I love trying new recipes. Baking has become a lot more fun since having Landon, just because now he like loves mixing things and helping. What are my favorite things to make? I don't know. I have a lot of things that I like to make. One thing that I feel like I always get complimented on, and I feel like it's a staple, like if I go somewhere and I have to make something and I know everyone will like it, is stuffed shells. But they're super cheesy and like not good for you. Whoops. What else? There's this cobbler that I make that is so good. It's like this triple berry cobbler. I don't know, there's a lot of things that I like to make. You can treat yourself to one beauty item for the rest of your life. What's the first one that comes to mind? Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. I freaking love that foundation. I should probably say something even more like luxury related, but whoops, sorry. Yeah, I love that foundation. I can't get enough. I actually need to buy another bottle, but I told myself I was gonna wait till I finished one more bottle of foundation before buying that one, but I broke that rule and bought something else. I don't know why, because I should have just stuck to that one. Do you guys ever do that? It's like you're like, no, I'm gonna rebuy this, like this exact product, but then you go and buy another one. It's like, why did I just waste the money for that when I could have bought something else? Sorry. All right, now moving on. How many Oreos can you eat at once, and who is your best friend? This is from my best friend, Brooke. She's Brooke Loves on Instagram if you want to be nosy, because I'm kind of a nosy person like that. Brooke is actually who does my hair. We met in cosmetology school, and I adore her. She said, how many Oreos can you eat at once, blah, blah, blah. Brooke and I can annihilate an entire package of Oreos in one sitting. It's disgusting and delicious at the same time, and it's embarrassing. I probably shouldn't tell you guys that, but it's our thing. It's what we do. Those and Chester's hot fries, like I could live off of those. It's so bad. Okay, Van Hall asks, what is your ethnicity? I am half Korean. My mother is Korean, and then my dad, I hate to just be like, oh, my dad is white, but I mean, basically, I know his grandma is from Romania. I want to say my grandpa, he's told me before, and I don't even remember. But basically, my mom is Korean and my dad is white, so my ethnicity is Korean. Okay. Let's see, what was your first job? My first job was washing cars at a Chevrolet dealership here in town that my best friend in high school, her uncle and her dad owned it. So we washed cars for minimum wage. It was super boring, but we like would grease up with tanning oil while we did it, so we would at least get a tan, because that's what high schoolers do. Engagement story. I got engaged in Washington, D.C. It was my first time ever going. Keegan had booked a trip, And I think that was one of our first times away from Landon even. I think so. We went there, we did all the museums, toured around, did all the touristy stuff, and then he made reservations at this awesome Japanese restaurant. I hate myself for not remembering the name of it, but it was like a really private restaurant. It was super cool. Like the max occupancy was like 20 or something, and you couldn't pull out your phone. It had all these crazy rules, but it was really fun and like romantic. But we were getting ready for that. I was in the bathroom like teasing my hair, and he was like, hey, come here for a second. And I walked out there, and Keegan was on bended knee with my ring, and he was like shaking. He was nervous. It was really cute. Next, day 11395 says, would you ever consider doing vlogs? I've tried doing vlogs like when I travel, and if I'm at IMATs or something like that, like if I'm at an event, I like to try to vlog, but half the time I fail miserably. But I don't think I would ever do daily vlogs or anything like that. Like it's different when I'm on trips, or maybe like the whole moving process, we'll vlog some and show like, oh, the room's getting set up. But I don't think I could ever do daily vlogs, just because there's parts of my life, like with my family, that I would like to keep private, you know, just to cherish those memories like for ourselves, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, what is your favorite drugstore bronzer? I feel like bronzer is one area where I'm kind of picky. I have yet to find a bronzer that I really like at the drugstore. I know everyone raves about NYC Sunny bronzer. I've tried that one so many times because I'm like, oh, it'd be awesome if I love this because it is so affordable, but I feel like it pulls very orange on me, so I'm not crazy about that. I'm trying to think. Actually, you know what? A good bronzing slash contouring powder that I like from the drugstore is the L'Oreal True Match just normal face powder, but it's in a shade that's like way too deep for my skin tone. It's either cappuccino or cocoa. I'll use that as like a good matte bronzer, so I guess that would be my favorite from the drugstore. How long have you been married? This year will be 3 years or 4 years. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. We were married in 2011, so this year would be 3 years, right? Yeah, okay, that confused me. How old are you? I am 26. I will be 27 on July 4th. That is so crazy and kind of depressing, but kind of not. Okay, let's see. How do you organize your stationery? How often do you write to others with your stationery? Honestly, all of my stationery, just because I have so much, because I'm obsessed with like cutesy papers and envelopes, are just all shoved into like a box kind of like this. This is a haul that I had to do, but kind of just like a box like this. It's all just thrown in there. Like they're stuck together in organized things, but it's just all in one box, so it's easy to find. When it comes to writing back, I think I'm pretty good about it. The first time I let it get like overwhelming and stack up, but now anytime I get anything in my P.O. box, I'll put it on my dresser right away, and I'll try to write back that night or the next day, and then I'll just kind of like save up a pile of letters that I need to send out, and I'll just go by and drop those off at the post office. So I think I'm pretty good about writing back. What are some fun things you and Landon do? We do a lot of things. Landon is like a boy's boy. Like he loves digging in dirt and finding worms and lizards and frogs and toads, so a lot of our time is spent outside. He likes to swim. He loves driving his little tractor. We do arts and crafts. Oh, a quick little random side note, if any of you guys are moms or like maybe an aunt or wanting to get something for your younger brother or sister, my mother-in-law subscribed Landon to a subscription service called Kiwi Crate, and it's amazing. It gives you 1 or 2 crafts in the box along with all the things you need. Like this month, Landon made a really cute lantern that came with like a hole puncher and then a little box to like do a scavenger hunt outside. It was really cute. So he loves doing things like that. The next question is, have you ever thought about doing lookbook videos? I would love to do outfit of the days. Anytime I do a getting ready with me video, I notice in the comments a lot of you guys are like, oh my gosh, my foot's not falling asleep. Ugh, my legs are too long to sit like this. A lot of you guys are always like, oh, I wish you'd show your outfit. I wish I would too, but I have such a hard time doing that because I film by myself, and I'll try setting up the tripod and like getting within frame, but it's like I have to stand so far away, so then I don't even know if it's in focus or not because my camera's not on, and it's not an autofocus camera. So yeah, like I really wish I could, but it's just hard to do by myself. I've tried once before and I really didn't like the outcome of it, but maybe once we move and we're settled, Keegan works, he already knows the schedule. I think on Fridays he'll be doing half days, so maybe I can like build up the courage to get him to like film me doing that stuff, because I don't know why, I would just feel cheesy like posing, like doing like little like poses in outfits, you know, like in front of my husband. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Would you slash have you ever considered moving to Los Angeles? I love visiting LA. I've been 3 times. It's fun to visit, but it's just not a place I would ever want to live. I hope none of you guys take that personally, because I mean, obviously everyone just has their own like personal opinions on things and like where they're comfortable at, and I just don't think LA would be a place that I'd be comfortable at. The pace of it and just, I don't know, I feel like be too busy. That's one thing that I really like about where we're moving. We have Houston that'll be within like a driving distance to go, you know, shopping and all that stuff and have things to do, but we're still kind of on the outer part to where it'll still have a small town feel, but where all the city stuff is still available, if you guys know what I mean. I'm sure there are places like that in LA, but I don't know, it's just not a place that I've ever really thought like, oh my gosh, I want to live there. Like, if we had to move there, I wouldn't be, I guess, upset about it, but it just wouldn't be one of my first choices. The next question is from La Lahora. Sorry, I'm probably butchering these guys. She says, what does Keegan do? As I had mentioned earlier, Keegan recently accepted a job in Texas, and the field that he's going to is dealing with oil. He's not doing offshore drilling or anything like that, but he'll be, I don't want to like describe it all. I'm just like, give it away just because he may want to keep things private. I don't know. But basically he'll be working in the oil field / sales. How old are you and how old were you when you had your son? I am 26 now. I'll be 27 next month. And I was 22 when I had Landon. Love your hair, but will you go back to being a brunette? Yes, eventually. This is still kind of new to me, even though that I've had it for a while, but I'll definitely keep it through like the summer. Maybe in the winter, I'll probably go back and add some more brown to it, but I don't know. I like having dimension in my hair. I don't want to be like a solid brunette really, but I will probably start gradually throwing in lowlights just to get back to being more of a brunette. The next question is, if Lana was a girl, what would you have named her? Okay, this is the thing, like, once the shock like dissolved, that the fact that I was like pregnant, I like just had a gut instinct right away that Lana was going to be a boy. Like never in my mind did I think once, oh, I'm gonna be buying pink frilly dresses and this and that. Like something just told me that Landon was going to be a boy. I had no second guesses, nothing. Even though everyone around me, including Keegan, my in-laws, my parents, everyone were like, for sure that it was a girl. They're like, oh, you're gonna have a little girl. And I don't know, I didn't see that. I knew I was gonna have a boy. So I honestly never even thought of girl names. And even whenever we did the ultrasound and found out Landon's gender, like I wasn't shocked at all. I was like, yeah, I know. But okay, so if we did have a girl like in the future, I don't know. I'm not someone who's really crazy about like the really frilly names that are popular now, you know, like Tinsley or like the two type names, like the first and middle name and all that. Even when I was younger and we'd play MASH and stuff, I've always been into girls that have more like boyish names or unisex names. Like I think little girls named like Sawyer, Connor, Brody, Kyle, those kind of names, I don't know why, but to me that's just so cute for a little girl. So it would be something like that, probably not any of those specifically, but a name kind of like in that type. Okay, the next question is from Sasha_XOXO14. She asks, if you had to choose one of the following, what would it be? Not to shower for a whole year or shave your head? Shave my head. I would get so itchy and stinky if I couldn't shower for a whole year, especially living in this humidity. Yeah, I would shave my head. I mean, you can always get a wig or something, so yeah, easy, shave my head. Next question is from Ms. Christine Michelle. She says, favorite movie that you like to watch? Love you. Aw, thanks, I love you back. My favorite movie that I like to watch, I have a lot of favorites. It depends what mood that I'm in, but some movies that like I'll watch no matter what, like I can be flipping through the channels and there could be like 10 minutes left and I'll watch it. I really like Braveheart. Like that's one movie I could watch over and over again. I really like Gladiator. I love like all Disney movies, Patriot. I don't know what it is about that kind of genre of movies I really like. Next, Sage Sabiduria, why am I still trying to read these, says, how did you learn to edit videos? Honestly, I kind of just kept playing with it and figured it out. I'm still not very good. There's still so much to learn, but I think the biggest help is honestly going on YouTube and looking for tutorials, whether you're using like something on Windows, like Windows Movie Maker, Final Cut Pro, iMovie. All I would do was just sit there and search for basics on YouTube tutorials. That's mainly really how I learned. What's the best inexpensive makeup brushes? I really like Real Techniques brushes. Those are something that you can get from the drugstore. They're super affordable and they're great quality. Recently, I've become obsessed with Makeup Geek brushes. You really can't go wrong with those. They're super soft and amazing. Favorite band or artist? Oh, I hate this question just because I feel like it's something that changes. And it's something that's like really hard to narrow down to just one. A band that I've been listening to a ton lately though is Alabama Shakes. I can't get enough. Like The lead vocalist is so talented. She's amazing. I love her. So yeah, Alabama Shakes is probably hands down my favorite just within the last like month or two. All right, so I feel like I've been talking forever now. There's still a ton more questions, but fear not, if I miss your question, I will definitely answer it in the next one. If you guys are interested in seeing more of these Q&A videos, just give this video a thumbs up or leave a comment down below. And once again, thank you guys for asking all of those awesome questions. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.